Live from ProMat 2025 in Chicago, I'm joined today by Sarah Clang. She is Vice President of Operations with R.G. Berry Brands. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Bob.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
I understand this is your first ProMat.
It is.
Oh my goodness. What is that like to experience this for the first time?
Overwhelming.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are 50,000 people here, an unlimited amount of booths and solutions and automation, and it is very exciting and very overwhelming.
Let me ask you for a moment, who is R.G. Berry?
R.G. Berry handles Dearfoam slippers, Baggallini bags, and some private label. We also do Planet A, which is sustainable footwear. So,
Interesting niche that you occupy.
yes.
So, okay, your first time, why are you here?
Yeah.
What do you expect to get out of it personally?
So really we work through a 3PL. We have worked through a 3PL for a very long time. And it's really just kind of looking to see what else is out there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't drive the solutions for our goods, but we do agree to, how they're going to handle it and really the KPI that they have to get through. So it's really just seeing what's out there, what's around.
Mm-hmm. We're just at the beginning, so I can't ask you, give me a complete recitation of what you've learned in these few days, but what is your first impression? What are you seeing? It's kind of exciting and interesting and new.
It's amazing, and it's probably not new to others, but it is new to me. Mm-hmm. Some of the cycle counting drones I just think are absolutely phenomenal. Cycle counting is such a tedious task within the warehouse. It takes up time, it takes up equipment.
Yeah.
And it's just, it kind of, you block an aisle for an extended period of time that people could be doing.
Labor intensive.
Yeah.
These people having to go through every single thing on the racks up, as high as they go.
Yeah. I mean, you can shut down a warehouse for an entire week doing a physical inventory.
Which is out of the question.
Which is out of the question, exactly.
Right.
When everybody wants their goods immediately.
Yeah.
So having something like that's really not intrusive, and just goes and flies and counts everything and kind of can report back, if there's an issue, if there's an empty location that's actually not empty. And yeah, so I thought that was
digitizes everything on the rack.
Yeah, and spits out a report and essentially says, here's where you need to go have a person and go check out these locations to see what's wrong. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
What about other kinds of robotic systems? Does that fall into your purview, and are you interested by anything you see here?
Yeah, so Anywhere Robotics was one of the booths that I stopped by that I thought was really, really cool. They have a robotic arm that essentially unloads with a conveyor system attached to it. They had a very impressive, they're kind of a new up-and-coming company. It was I'm not sponsored by them, but I believe they're new as of January 23. So they're really new to the market, but it was a very interesting product.
It's just an arm, right? Not a whole
It was a robotic arm that can unload anything very fast, attached to a conveyor. So then you have someone at the end of the conveyor kind of sorting and palletizing. I believe it could also do some palletizing, but it was I'm probably going to quote it wrong, but it was 1,000 boxes an hour or something. So you can unload quite a few containers with that, which was very, very cool.
Another interesting thing about that I'm seeing here is that they're having to design these systems for a variety of different types of warehouses, in size and flow, location. More and more of these smaller warehouses, even these micro-fulfillment centers.
Yeah.
Is that relevant to your area too, this rethinking of where warehouses are and what they look like?
Yeah, not really in our area, but I do think it's interesting because everyone has to cater to so many different products. And what works for me isn't going to necessarily work for another footwear brand or accessory brand.
Right.
Or anyone else that's here. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting. And then that's probably the harder part of this, is trying to weed through some of that and understand what's really meant for your product versus, steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, you may have a different opinion of this after the next several days, but what do you feel right now? Do you think there's still a role for human beings in this world, in this type of logistics and setting?
I do. I think it's going to change how the humans are used, and I think there's going to be a lot more maintenance and control and kind of computer work, as opposed to maybe the more dangerous, like hazard jobs at
Right.
the high heat climates, the real freezing climates. That kind of stuff that takes the human out of it, I think, is a good thing. So there's still a role for humans. I think it's just
Right.
going to evolve.
Well, I should let you go to wander the halls for the next few days. I hope you're not overwhelmed by what you see.
A little
but
overwhelmed.
it's great that you were able to come to ProMat for the first time, Sarah, and it's always good to see you.
Yes.
So thank you very much for sitting down with me for just these few minutes. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Thanks. I've been speaking with Sarah Clang of RG Berry Brands. Thanks very much for watching.